Hello future CA, welcome back to my channel again, your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. So this video will help you get closer to your goal of becoming a chartered accountant. So if you are appearing for the CA final group 1 in November 26 and if you are yet to start studying and you are wondering how to complete the syllabus, how to revise properly, how to attempt the mock test paper and when to practice the MCQ etc. and how you can score well, don't worry, I've got you covered. So in this video, I am sharing a complete 90-day study and revision plan which has revision cycles, smart tips that toppers actually use and much more. So if you want clarity, structure and zero last minute stress, this plan is exactly what you need. So let's break it down and start preparation the right way. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe for more CA exam related tips, guidance and strategies. So this is the outline of the study plan that we'll be discussing today. So this plan is for CA Final Group 1 for November 26 exam and this is a 90-day study and revision planner. And the plan is starting from 5th August onwards. Suppose your attempt is next year in May or in November and if you come across this video later on and if 90 days are left for your exam, you can still follow this study and revision planner because as you can see along with the date and the plan I have given the day number also. So you can follow this. So what I am showing you now is just the summary, that is the outline. So I have converted this entire plan into day by day detailed study plan PDF which includes daily MCQ practice slots, suggestion when to practice the previous year suggested answer, slots for practicing the mock test paper, slot to analyze mock test paper, slot to correct the mock test paper error, slot to practice revision test paper and slot to correct the revision test paper errors, and also an idea on how you should revise, like which chapter should be revised first and which you should revise later on and much more. So do stay with me till the end to find out how you can get that complete PDF. So I'll walk you through this summary now from day number 1 to day number 42. That is 5th August to 15th September. Here you will go through the first study round. Plus you will practice MCQ. And also you will attempt the previous year suggested answer. So in the first study round, it is recommended that you go through the entire study material thoroughly and also solve all your test your knowledge part also. So after each chapter there is this test your knowledge section. Ensure you solve those. And then you have to prepare notes for each of the subjects in your first study round. So for FR, prepare notes of the Ind-AS name and number. And then make notes of the important concepts, and wherever any formats are to be used, make note of that format, and if there is any formula, please note that down also. And also one more thing you can do is in your first study round, like in FR, if you are solving the practical questions after each chapter, whichever question has tricky adjustment, you can highlight the tricky adjustment so that when you go for the next revision round, plus when you are revising one day before exam, like you won't have time for revising everything, right? That time you can go through those tricky adjustment which you would have highlighted. Then for AFM, while preparing notes, one important thing is make notes of the formulas, because sometimes we note that in each practical question, while solving each practical question, different formulas will be there. So make note of each of the formula, and then like for AFM, don't ignore the theory part also. For each of the chapter at the starting there will be theory, right? Study that also and make notes of the important concepts also from that theory. And one more thing is for FR and AFM, when you are solving the practical question, keep a timer and solve. So first you can just go through some previous attempt papers and you will get a random idea as to like each type of question might come for how much mark. And you can keep a timer and you can try to solve within that time. And after you solve it, compare your answer with the ICA textbook answer. And if there is any major error, you can practice solving it again. So for test your knowledge, don't look at the answers first itself. Try to solve it without looking at the solution. Then for auditing, you have to make notes of the standards on auditing, name and number, and the important provisions, so that you can quote it correctly in the exam. And then the professional ethics part also is very important. That is also one of the highest scoring area. So make notes of the important provisions and concepts from that part, and the CARO part is important. Then digital auditing is important. So for all of this you can make notes. And also Saransh is also available. So ICI has prepared Saransh, which you can use for a revision purpose, that has summary of each chapter in the form of flow charts, mind maps, charts, diagrams, etc. However, your own handwritten notes will always be useful. So in your first study round, prepare your own handwritten notes. And then every day we have kept one slot for MCQ practice. So as we are aware, for group 1, all the subject MCQ is for 30 marks. So every day you have to practice MCQ. And one important source for practicing MCQ is the case scenario booklet. Because mostly in final level, application based MCQ will be there, and it will be case scenario based. So what will happen is, in the case scenario, it won't be related to one chapter itself. Like for FR, it might be relating to 2 or 3 indices. So you must have the practice of solving such MCQs. So please practice the case scenario booklet. And previously I have made a video in which I have explained about different sources from where you can practice MCQ. So if you go to my channel, you will get that video. So you can watch that also. And one more suggestion is, after you complete each chapter, at that time itself go through the previous attempt suggested answers relating to that chapter. So at least previous 1 or 2 attempt suggested answer you can go through. That will be helpful. And also in the final PDF study planner, what we are doing is we are rotating the subjects. So you won't be studying one subject itself for a long time. So there is smart rotation between the 3 subjects. So if you keep on studying one subject itself, it will be boring. Plus, as you are aware, the passing criteria is like 40 marks for each subject. But aggregate you should secure 50%. So now suppose you study FR for 15 days. Then AFM for 15 more days. And by the time you reach last subject, if there is not much time left, plus you would have forgotten what you have studied in FR. And in one subject also, if you fail, and if you can't form the aggregate, then it will be considered fail in the entire group. So that's why we have kept rotation of the subjects. And it is very important to practice MCQ every day. There is no negative marking in MCQ. So you must try to score as much marks as possible in MCQ. So if you practice MCQ every day, by the time the real exam comes, you will be able to solve MCQ accurately as well as in fast speed. So this will be helpful in your exam. Then from day 43 to day 57, that is 16th September to 30th September. So here you will start your revision. One important thing is, before starting the revision, go to the BOS Knowledge Portal and there check the section-wise weightages. So for each subject there is section-wise weightage. So while revising, what you have to do is, first revise the chapter with the highest weightages and then only revise the other chapter. So in the first phase of revision, you will revise the chapter with the highest weightage. However, other chapters also you will revise, you will not ignore any chapter. Then from day 58 to day 63, that is 1st October to 6th October. Here you will continue revision, plus you will attempt the mock test paper series 1 and you will analyze the mock test paper also. So for example, on 1st, the whole day you will revise FR. Then on 2nd October, first 2 slots you will revise FR. Then in the afternoon slot, which is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m, here you will attempt the mock test paper 1 for FR. So what we have done is, we have tried to keep the mock test paper in the same time as the exam time. And even in the entire study sessions, throughout the study leave, one slot we have kept from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. time, because this time is after the lunch time, right? So in the study leave, if you are continuously studying in this time and if you attempt the MTP, in the real exam also you will not feel sleepy during this time. Same way for the other days also. You will attempt the mock test paper. And then one more thing is, just writing the mock test paper is not sufficient. You have to analyze the answer also. So the mock test paper answer will be hosted on the BOS portal itself. So after writing the mock test paper, so while writing the mock test paper, you have to follow exam-like condition. Do not refer any notebooks. Try to attempt in 3 hours time. Utilize the 15 minutes time effectively. And then you have to compare your answer with the ICA answer, and whatever error you have done, you have to make a note of that. For example, for FR, check if you have quoted the Ind AS name and number correctly, check if you have written the formats correctly, formulas correctly, and you have to see if you are able to correlate the questions with the correct Ind AS and you have solved it correctly, and how was your MCQ score. You have to check that. And for AFM, check if you have again written the formulas correctly, solved all the answers correctly, and see if you have written the theory part correctly. Like in the past, it was noticed that some students ignored theory in AFM, so don't do that mistake. And for auditing also, analyze if you are able to quote the correct standards on auditing name and number, provisions, whether you are able to solve the application based questions, and the CARO and the professional ethics part were you able to answer correctly. Apart from this, you have to check whether you completed the exam within 3 hours time, whether you presented the answers correctly, and then whether there was any conceptual misunderstanding in your answer, or any question came from any topic which you didn't study at all. Like this, for each of the subject you have to analyze and note down, plus one overall analysis also, so that in the coming days you can work on these errors. Now, before going ahead with the study plan, next up on the screen you can see some feedback. So previously also I had prepared various study and revision planners, and many CA students used them and it was very beneficial for them. It helped them to plan their studies and it also helped them to clear their exams also. So I was also very happy to receive these feedbacks. So next up on the screen you can see the feedbacks as to how the students were able to clear the exam, how these study planners made the students to attend the exam more confidently, etc. So next up on the screen we can see those testimonials. So this is one of the feedback which I received, in which the student successfully cleared his exams. So students found this study planner helpful and they were able to follow this easily as well. So previously I had got request many times to convert the study plan into a PDF. That's why this time I have made a PDF also for that. So these planners have been really very useful for many of the students. So you can see the various feedbacks here. So as I told earlier, before following the study plan, the studies were very stressful for the students. So that's exactly why I have created this new 90-day study and revision planner to make your preparation stress-free too. So don't just watch the plan, follow it. I have converted this entire strategy into a detailed step-by-step PDF planner that tells you exactly which subject to study for the next 90 days. It includes daily subject-wise scheduling, revision cycles, slots for mock test practice, and a smart strategy to avoid burnout. So this study and revision planner will include the following. First, study round planning, including daily subject-wise slots. Smart rotation between the 3 subjects to maximize your scores. Dedicated MCQ practice slots to improve speed and accuracy. Revision planning, which includes structured revision cycle. MTP practice along with MTP analysis slots. MTP error tracking and correction slots. RTP practice slots and RTP error correction slots. So if you want clarity instead of confusion, structure instead of stress, you can grab the complete planner from the link given in the description and in the pinned comments below. So now coming back to the summary of this study plan. Now from day number 64 to day number 72, that is 7th October to 15th October. So here you will continue revising the other chapters, plus you will work on the mock test paper errors. So first you would have revised the chapters with the highest weightages, right? Now you will revise the other chapters. Plus whatever errors you have noted down in the mock test paper, you will work on those errors. Then from day number 73 to day number 78, that is 16th October to 21st October. So here you will continue revision and you will attempt the mock test paper series 2 and you will analyze the mock test paper. So on 16th whole day you will revise FR. And on 17th for first and second study slot you will revise FR. Then 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. you will attempt the FR MTP2. Same way for the other days for the other subjects also. And while attempting the mock test paper 2 plus while analyzing the mock test paper 2, you will have to follow the same rules which you followed while attempting and analyzing the mock test paper series 1. And also your mock test paper 2 marks should have significantly increased as compared to MTP 1 mark, because you would have worked on the errors as well of MTP 1. However, if you come across any new errors or if any old errors are still pending, please make a note of that so that you can work on that in the upcoming days. Then from day number 79 to day 81, that is 22nd October to 24th October, here you will practice the revision test paper. Then from day 82 to day 86, that is 25th October to 29th October, here you will continue revision. So if any other chapters are pending, you can revise those chapters. Then the last 3 days will be left, day 87 to day 89, that is 30th October to 1st November. So here you will start studying for paper 1 FR. So we have kept 3 days for the first paper. Because if you have prepared well for the first paper, you will be less anxious for the first paper. And if the first paper goes well, you will feel positive to attend the other papers also. So if you want the access to the complete PDF study and revision planner, the link has been given in the description and pinned comments below. You can access it from there. So follow this 90-day revision plan consistently and you can yourself see changes in your preparation, improvement in your confidence and also increase in your marks also. So remember, CA is not about studying 12 to 15 hours randomly. It's about consistent planned study every single day. So this planner will help you to achieve complete Group 1 coverage in 90 days. Daily subject-wise revision structure. Smart rotation between FR, AFM and audit. Dedicated MTP practice plus MTP analysis slots. Balanced theory plus practical preparation. Daily targets to avoid procrastination. Reduced exam stress with systematic revision. So this planner is for you if you are appearing for the CA Final Group 1 in November 26th attempt. This is also applicable for students who have failed recently and want a disciplined comeback. If you are struggling with time management or if you want clarity instead of confusion, then this planner is for you. So this is not just a timetable, it's a strategic revision system that focuses on high weightage and exam relevant areas, integrates practice with revision. This includes mock test paper planning, revision test paper planning, maintains realistic and achievable daily slots, prevents burnout through structured flow. Consistency plus structure leads to exemption level preparation. So follow this 90-day plan sincerely and you will see a huge difference in your confidence and marks. So if this study and revision planner helped you, don't forget to like the video. Share it with your CA Final friends and subscribe to my channel for more CA exam related strategies, revision tips and motivation. All the best for your preparation and I will see you all in the next video.